Exactly.
So by Asamu, anything like Akan man, so they should all come together to form also Asamu Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah that you do say suka zanu suka di flag mu according to history wait ma matan nan she ta so ta sa flag stars da yawa kaman kan da America suke the stars da cikin flag sun nan, but then Kwame Nkrumah insists we should just have one star, which is the black star, the shining star of Africa. She is a mamuna something unique that identify Ghana da shi. So the pledge she the kan shi ya bar mutane suka muna pledge mu da national anthem.
Yeah.
So all these things the Michelle carry later on, some people want to wipe away discredit because of their own sentiments, or they think like I shouldn't care for doing their fathers and uncles.
Their fathers and uncles. I mean,
meanwhile, they actually, we are not saying but they didn't really play any pivotal role
in
as far as
you don't discredit Nkrumah, and that brings me to your Nkrumah. I mean, look at one day they cow. Yeah, you know, the Voterland now was under colony, Germany, a German colony, and Sauransu, and all these things in Gandhi, and then you just have the guy to stand on the stage one day, and then you just, I mean, when she is named with
the thing is, the more that I say about Nkrumah, the more cake. So no one cares. So the fact is, kind of what I'm supposed to describe as the light of African, the torch, that you light up African. Just we can't do it. Let's just accept it and let sleeping dogs lie.
Exactly. After 67 years.
What we are fighting over who funded? Unemployment is at its peak. Health insurance is not working.
Will be remembered for one
and we are trying to fight for people who are dead and gone.
Yanzu meda tuna kudeshi one day. Opportunity
cost of living is very high. Comia increase, and we are now fighting over who funded Ghana. What would that add to us as a state?
Unemployment.
67 years now, or 68 years.
Health sector. Chicken education mo meze kara. Understand? Lamarin tatali arziki economy meze kara mana a chicken. I mean, there are so many fishes to fry. Big fishes for that matter. Kuje kuduba wana, let sleeping dogs lie. Anyways. So today in history, running 6 August, Mimuke Deshi, Wanabuaki Tuna Musamo, Tarihin Dunia.
Well, today in history on 6 August 1945, I answered him when he there's something called atomic bomb, and that was the first time that I could drop one bomb by U.S. force that got Hiroshima. Yeah, Hiroshima. So this was the first time that a nuclear weapon had ever been used. So this was the first time that I could use nuclear weapon, and that when they could use one nuclear weapon, the U.S. Air Force. And then, according to history, the fireball created by the bomb destroyed 13 square kilometers of the city, and those dead as a result numbered up to 180,000. Yes, mutane da suka mutu was 180,000. And also, kuma, in the same year, 3 days later, kuma, a second atomic bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki, killing between 50,000, kuma, the 100,000 people. It's impact in the one bomb on the 6th of August. Where Hiroshima stands on a flat river delta with few hills or natural features to limit the blast. The bomb was dropped on the city center, an area crowded with wooden residential structures and places of business. These factors meant that the death toll and destruction in Hiroshima was particularly high. So now, Kumaway, the firestorm in Hiroshima destroyed 13 square kilometers of the city. Almost 63% of the buildings in the Hiroshima were completely destroyed, and many were damaged. In total, 92% of the structures in the city were either destroyed or damaged by blast and fire. So far, estimated death to us at that period now was 100,000, and then 180,000. So now, population of 350,000. Tens of thousands died immediately, and many more in the days and months that followed. So bayan wana babaya faru mutane da damanga suka rasa rayukansu after some few days. And also kuma Wai due to kan da garin nan yake nan kuma wai the bombing focus being away from the city center, the excessive damage from the bombing was limited to the Urakami Valley and part of downtown Nagasaki. The center of Nagasaki, the harbor and the historic district were shielded from the blast by the hills around the Urakami River. And also the nuclear bombing did nevertheless prove devastating, with approximately 22.7% of Nagasaki building being consumed by flames. So in a nutshell, the moment check hasara ba karami hasara akai in that year, but which led to a lot of people in Sukara Sarai Council yazo ya bata musu gari nanduka. And then effect of nuclear weapon yazo ya kai don ba doctors ba hospitals da do ba so poisonous radiation da ya fara kuma yake kawowa, and then equally shi ma ya lead to mutane da dama suka rasa rayukansu. So in 2010, the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty Review Conference finally documented officially expressed deep concern at the catastrophic humanitarian consequences of any use of nuclear weapons for the first time. So taking 2010 Kenya, a non-profit organization aka yi one conference and suka document suka gwada damuwa suka regrets kama da ensure kama irin abin ga bai kara faruwa kuma. So this is in conclusion the way the risks of accidental or intentional use of nuclear weapons remain significant. No state or international organization has the capacity to address or provide the short and long-term humanitarian assistance and protection needed in case of a nuclear weapon. And when the US dropped atomic bomb on the Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, the cities were obliterated by 1950. Over 340,000 people had died as a result, and generations were poisoned by radiations. Obviously, answer ke bomb ko ya ke radiation. So holiday from 1945 to 1950, answer mutane over 340,000 and the suka mutu. And then as look at it, times pass by kuma result in poison kuma by radiation. So today 15,000 nuclear weapons still threaten the survival of the world, even though the majority of people in the world and their governments went to negotiate an international ban on their development and use. So maybe still like but they still have 15,000 nuclear weapons still. So why are they still manufacturing them, or why are they still doing them?
The dunya sometimes when we are just the strongest survive in dunya. The more kake da kapa, the more kake ka impose wasu ababe akan wasu. Shekan kama me shi yana da kapan nan yana impose wasu ababe akan wasu. She hana wasu. Hane ko she hana wasu she yi abin ga. So sometimes in she sa wani ya zama ta yace kama the world is not fair. She understands exactly.
Yes.
Look, the
world is fair, human beings are not fair.
Thank you. I think I will take that. The world is fair, human beings are not fair. Yeah. That's true. I will take that. That's Kiani. Can understand that. So the human beings, the dwellers, the inhabitants are not fair. That's Kiani.
Resident Allah. Okay. But we are doing nothing better than we are causing the aggression Barna, yes. So,
exactly. So unfortunately, that's the bad news actually.
Yes, I'm sure. I just can't imagine the situation as at that time. When, I can't wrap my head around that. 1945.
1945. That was before independence in Ghana. Yeah, 1945.
And look at the number. Yes.
Yeah. Sukara Sarai Council.
Anyway.
Anyways, so that's aka samu World Hiroshima Day ko isa kowace rana kamar yau haka a shekara dai ana kan tuna irin asara kuma ya zama irin kamar never again kenan.
Yes. Kamar ka je Cape Coast aka yi maka history aka yi maka shace ma kamar may we never see what
never again.
Slave trade the bomb some month that she there because we can't develop in there.
I remember one time daga Elmina Castle and then bayan take him around, mutane masu hawaye sun yawaye da sauransu she muka zo compound of feeling wani wuri shaka nuna mana wani kabari aka ce to akwai wani da aka bisa nan kaza kaji da shekin ga yanda mutane suka tuma suna ta taka kabari suna ta taka wai menene ya Allah ya kara mai
malaria mai kashe shi yes that was da suna akan collect his name but da aka kare wangan shi nan zana kaman he was a god fearing person.
Thank you.
Cikin Germany Dutch suka zana.
Yes. Shaka ce a shi sannan kai ta ta abin da aka rubuta wurin nan na nuna cewa mutumin kirki ne. Shi muka ce ko okay. Amma wayanda suka taka dai sun taka.
But he wasn't a good person.
Of course.
Amma anyway, abin da yasa ba mu cin gaba mun we are always interested about ya kiran shi. Abin da yan slave ne suka
yi meanwhile yes we have the chance in that.
Yes.
I understand that. Anyway,
so she mu kawo newspaper review kenan wani cikin kake da shi this morning?
Ina da daily guide da kuma daily graphic da safin ga ina da daily daloli.
Ni na da daily post da The Ghanaian Times.
To daily. To bari fa da daily ga. Daily guide yace kai wai MPP launches manifesto August 18th ya kamar next week Sunday kenan ko.
Yeah, daga Cape Coast.
Ba Sunday next musamman shi insha Allah. Daga Cape Coast okay za su kaddamar da waton manifeston su abin da za su yi makasa in da mu je one students one kaza da sauransu da ko abin ga alright so Nana Adodankwa Akufu Ado Nana Showboy yace where I have done my best where na iya gurgudo na okay so the question remains for Ghanaians to answer is the best
enough?
Thank you. Wanda baki mu yaji fa shikenan. Wannan
tun da kaza ba fa da
holiday. We'll have constant electricity supply. Herbert Scrapper dai mun san kamar yanzu dai tun da dai Napo ya bar wurin nan da shine assistant Napo kenan. To shaka ce to master no dey boy shaka doki boy aka yi me aka mai da shi master. Herbert Scrapper shi ma fara alkawari fa we will have constant electricity supply. Bari ga ya muku kun ga wannan wutan lantarki insha Allah za mu same shi ne da'iman ko ke ba ku gani inji Herbert Scrapper if nothing at all ai za mu je mu yi lashe so wannan dai
mu gode makwamin kurma
exactly to gaskiya ne mu gode makwamin kurma Michael Kwe Jr. assess 570 WASI students Musa Michael Kwe wani lokaci Diyan Soho Speaker of Parliament kenan Domi Kwabenya shine wanda ya daga addressa fu sama ya kwara ta kasa wine kuma wato yayi nasara akan ta da margin kato yanzu shine parliamentary candidate na MPP a Domi Kwabenya wai ya taimaka wa wato WASI students ɗalibai na wato WASI jarabawan WASI daya 570 wato 570 Michael Kwe Jr. Allah ya saka maka da alkhairi wannan kuma yace wai gold exports to hit 10 billion by end of 2024 Martin AC ya wannan magana cewa wai kagan gold zinari wanda ake waton fita da shi waton ya zo by the end of 2024 kafin 2024 ya zo karshe za mu zo mu samu waton 10 billion daga cikin gold da ake fitar da shi amma ya ake ce mai mun je mun karbi 3 billion daga IMF ko na wanda ya ce wai let's stick to our founding fathers ideals. Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia we mu mayar da hankali akan waton rayoyi na founding fathers mu mutane da suka yi gugurmaya suka samu mana yancin mu idan ka duba back page kuma na Daily Guide da shi ma akwai wasu sports stories a wurin where Sancho could start season as striker wato ka duba Jadon Sancho kenan na Manchester United yake cewa Eric Ten Hag yake cewa Sancho dai ya soma season nan as a striker inshallah haka suka kama Chelsea za su sossolla musu wannan kuma Jordan
Scoop shine in Palace Cup glory. Okay, so Jordan da kuma Scoop wato Ghanaians kenan Crystal Palace kenan gaskiya suna taka rawan gani sosai a wurin. Sai kuma ambassador Koku waves for Ghana Sports. Gaskiya wannan ambassador ya ce yanzu yana ta da hawaye an kawo wato tissue bucket ma har yanzu dai bai kare ba, menene yana da hawaye yana ba wato sports in Ghana. And then also Ancelotti not worried about real preseason form. Wato Carlo Ancelotti kenan shi ma wai bai damu sam da wato preseason form na Real Madrid. So that's for Daily Guide. Now,
all right, so mukezoka in Daily Post, front page Daily Post, where if the Japadia document is fabricated, its implementations is not fabricated. Mahama Ewanga Zenche we Mahamutu Akufo-Addo. I think yesterday I they one Japadia document kunche kama fiction neighbor gaskiya bane wani je zo ne wani riyayi wani amma muka duba kanda kasan like how things are happening in the country. It's not implementation one documents but fabrication but that's how the last time I was saying that if really it's a fiction, when there is a book, Oscar, like he deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned this. That's the
you just so what kind of prophecy is that?
It's like true story.
It's all.
Come on,
Muhammad, they teach in the bagaskia, but if in the lily one document, I'm fabricating. Amade kanda ababeke fetch kinkasane. It does not look fabricated. So Mahamutu Akufo-Addo Kena. And then also Jubilee House is the headquarters of fake information. Mahama. No even Magana. And then we 120 fishermen in Ekumfi Nankwa defect from MPP to NDC. We 120 fishermen daga Ekumfi Kena soon the MPP to Sunje NDC. Why? Stories then na chicken page 6 and 7 came the Daily Post newspaper. Sa stories so kawo da safin again.
Sai kuma idan ka duba wato Daily Graphic shi ma da safin ga Nana presidents Akufo-Addo yace wai Nkrumah not so nations founder kin ji wannan magana
yeah
jiya ma kaman mun buga ko ya Nkrumah not so nations founder Akufo-Addo starts the wato mutune na ce maka ai controversial holiday Mahama State will resist attempt to rewrite country story. So she might take a look. When on 1st July nan da yake celebrating day and also Senior Citizens Day. 1st July in the Shizama holiday. Now what on Republic Day and then also at the same time Senior Citizens Day na iyazo ya mai da wato pop bazai ba in ya dawo an mai da wato wannan Republic Day da kuma Senior Citizens Day na holiday na an kawo shi.
Why is it like the current generation we are experiencing what happened to PP fighting is in between the NDC and then the MPP. So it's like NDC because NDC believe in the Nkrumah doctrine or in Nkrumah principles. They have a soft spot for that. But when Maya check among the true the true Nkrumah person now is more of in chicken CPP now. So no matter not even Basu the Yawa.
Yeah.
So just because NDC share the same ideas with them, the fight is for the NDC. Yeah. However, even they are having the notion that the MPP is not even fighting with the NDC; they are fighting CPP.
Yeah.
But yeah, NDC because they feel like it's a stray bullet to them every now and then.
A country called Ghana. a country called indeed called Ghana.
Interesting. So you could tell how
in
interesting.
The holiday market is more controversial. Omofia. Holiday man is more controversial. Where the youth in number IQ. Some
for them founding.
Found
what would that add to our table?
Our table. my dear, the Safinga, but Nigel say abunchi. Eh? The Safinga Nekizua, Nasa and Chibadin say abunchi. Kida can kinsani, abunchin the Nasi, Kudi de Shigachiki. Founding fathers, Yakara me abin. Eh? You to none, Charlie.
Only for the time, my way, Miss One could get you some poor
Soto.
So,
Cowries.
we are thinking of how to go head to head with the dollars.
Road to election 2024. Experts right of minority parties. Watung road to Batung Zabe Kuma Kidam. Say Kuma stakeholders call for more housing fairs. Watung housing fair da ake yi kenan sai ko da suka ce hey ai abin ga yana da kyau a dinga yin shi bi da bi. Women heads of electoral bodies must consolidate democracy. Jane Mensa EC chair person ta yi wannan magana. Daily Graphic back page shi kuma where I'll prioritize special education. Baumia over the weekend munga kamar ya je waton school of the blind waton school da Allah ya musu waton ya musu jarabta da waton lalurar ido kenan ya donate musu ko kuwa ya donate musu waton laptops. Yes, suka kasa shi digital man ne.
Yeah.
Kowa da kowa waton wanda ya kamata kowa ya samu laptop. Aha, sai kuma da phone kowa ya samu. Yawa, and so akai Ghana digital sosai. So yace where our prioritize special education. Wai ya mai da hankali sosai akan special education. Aka ce special education wato mutane masu lalura wanda yake karatun masu lalura kenan. Yawa, wato masu lalurar ido, masu wato lalurar ji kenan. Da makamancin su duka ne inji Alhaji Mahamudu Baumiya ya ce kama ya mai da hankali sosai akan watan wannan. Yes, of course, disability is not inability. Boost supports 50 students at UMAT. Watan shi talibai guda watan 50 kenan wanda yake bulk oil storage and transportation company limited kenan Boost suka wana ina da dai alaka da harkan mai kenan ko na suka taimakawa ainihin ɗalibai guda 50 daga UMAT daga wato UMAT kenan na mun gode musu Boost kudi na da yawan yanshe su kara ɗalibai kadan.
All right, the Ghanaian Times newspaper, the most authoritative newspaper.
No.
President salute founding fathers for sacrifice, resilience, tenacity of purpose, continuing to inspire Guineans. Yeah, just like we've all heard him, we've seen it, we've heard him when they gave the Suduka. And then we adopt mindset of possibilities by making. I about me alone at campaign. Fine. We adopt the mindset of possibilities. Like it is possible. No, everything is possible. Just have that mindset. Kazama the doubting Thomas or Kazama Meshaka. Everything is possible.
It's possible.
And then also after Baumia, obviously you see JM. John Dramani Mahama Kumawe. Don't vote skirts and blouse. The most popular men in Ghana at the moment, don't vote skirts and blouse. Mahama Kid won't vote. Who vote skirts and blouse? Unka vote NDC. President vote Mahama as presidential candidate. Ko sheka vote ma wanda Ezema parliamentary candidate for that constituency. It's the same thing with the MPP Kumako. No. So Mama way she then have admonished voters don't vote skirts and blouse because unka samu insu kasamu. Even if they win the presidential, about the clarification parliament, so and for them when they just vote to make a man and vote, they shouldn't vote skirt and blouse. Could do a back page the Ghanaian Times come away. Closed hunting season takes effect from August 1 to December 1. Season nang they na wildlife species in a way close from yanzu hali December.
That's 5 months. August
from
to
August
December.
to December, isn't it 4?
4.
Yeah. Yeah, and also where improved skills training crucial to reducing newborn death.
Yeah, 4 months now.
Dr. Enchukene, improved skills training crucial to reducing newborn death. Dr. Enchi, yeah, wannan magana but how to aka samu more skill training yana da muhimmanci especially yazo wurin the life of newborns. You know, mostly there are ana samu yaran da aka haife su shi dan me she ya koma. So Dr. Enchi aka improve training them. Aka ya kamata a samu musu training, new training that they prevent incidents like this. So service in the news ganin times kuma suka kawo muna safiyan ga kenan.
All right, so ina gani that's newspapers mu
Yes,
duka kenan. And so of course lokaci ya kai da politicians din kuma
su shigo
to come and remove
their
mouth. All right, so ku da ke ce mu insha Allah. Kariya mun gode.